Welcome to Bad Food Blog. I'm going to try cooking this. This is a sachet meal. So you buy these sachets in the supermarket, you take them home, and then hopefully you have the ingredients, which we did. 5-bean salad, chopped tomatoes, 2 onions, 500 grams of beef. That's turkey, so that's maybe a little lower fat, saturated fat. And it has some proportion of the recipe. So we're serving 3 people with it. We also put 2 cups of rice with it, but that gets cooked in a rice cooker, which I've shown many times and don't need to really go over again. So we got to brown the mince and onions in a pan. I'm going to do the onions first. Mix the sachet in with water, which is 250 milliliters of cold water. There we go. 300 grams of rice. Okay, we have that. And reduce on the heat, simmer for 20 minutes, boil the rice until soft, then drain and serve with chili. Yeah, it looks like I can actually follow these instructions for once. And in case you want to pause and have a look at all of the vital statistics, there they are. Overall, these things usually come out pretty good and they look fairly close to the packaging. It won't be a very long video, I'm afraid. Oil. A little tiny bit more. Leave that to heat up. The pan is hot. The oil is hot. I was expecting a sizzle. Okay, no sizzle. Well, that's the onions in. Now that's what we like to hear. The onions are doing their best ever job. And we're close. They're soft now, and some of them are brown. So this is the point where I'm going to add the turkey mince. Now, beef mince normally doesn't put out as much water as the turkey stuff. Whoops, there's a layer of paper there I have to rescue. Yep, I need to go wash my hands. I need to break this up first. This hand is now unusable. I had to touch the raw turkey paper. Right. Now we're at this point, it's time for me to do some seasoning. Some pepper and some salt. See? Let that mix in a little bit. According to this, is to mix in the Colmans seasoning with water and the beans and bring to the boil and the tomatoes. So got to wait for this to cook fully before we do that part. We are at the point didn't think there was any need for any more ceremony than that. Tear off the top and drop it in. Oh, it smells good. Wow, that smells even cheesy somehow. Look at all that mix in there. Can you see that? Wow, that's amazing. Well, before it burns... Oh, what? Uh-oh. Right. Before it burns... I can at least dump the tin of tomatoes in and stir them in, and I'm going to turn the heat down. And while I work out how to rescue the failed tin, rescued with a tin opener. There we go. And that's 250 milliliters of water. Now it looks way too watery. I'm definitely adding some garlic granules. Some smoked paprika. There we go, smoked paprika for color. And it is a chili, so it should have some chili essence. Little touch of cayenne pepper. There we go. So my views on this so far are that it's quite watery. I've just added a bit of flour to thicken it up a bit. It was also incredibly overtly tomato, which the flour will contradict. That Colmans, you know, cooking sauce was supposed to have flour in it to make this thicker, but it was incredibly watery. It's got better since I added the flour myself. And it never really was the dark colour that you see on the picture here. But that might be because of the meat I've used. But to be honest, I personally, I just think that bring to the boil, stir continuously, reduce heat and simmer for 20 minutes. I've done that. I have done everything. I've boiled it, I've simmered it, it's been 20 minutes. I would simmer it for a further 20, really, to get it, you know, thicker. But we're going to go with this. It looks ready. I've tasted it. It's very strong. If I reduce it too much, it's going to end up way too spicy to eat. I've already put the rice in the bowls. It's nice sticky rice. Tastes amazing. Always does. Rice cooker is just the best invention ever. And everyone will get 3 scoops of this. And then maybe we'll go for a 4th. Well, I think a couple of us are going to get a 4th scoop. And the little one won't, and there'll be some left over for another meal. Which is always a bonus. When you've got this much left over, that's a couple of meals there. Now, the final garnish is going to be, we're going to have it with some tortilla chips. Isn't that wonderful? Now, before everyone comes and eats theirs, with their spoons, I'm going to take my one and I'm going to try a little bit of it and see what it tastes like. Here's what it looks like close up, not too bad. Nice and spicy, but could do with a bit of extra seasoning, as I don't know what's in that Colmans thing, but it doesn't come with enough seasoning. Bit of a shame, that. Gotta say, from now on, what I think I'll do is I'll buy the ones in the jars. They work out tasting a lot better. I'm not really down with that Colmans thing. That chili con carne wasn't a good one. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video. And if you like what I do here, please subscribe and please suggest some extra meals.